For all the latest reviews, interviews, and everything entertainment in Tamil, Kannada, Malayalam, and Telugu, subscribe to Film Companion South now.
Hello and welcome to Film Companion South. In this episode, we are going to be reviewing Kurup, which was earlier reviewed by Anaka Anupama during its theatrical release. This is the OTT release. The film is now on Netflix and it stars Dulquer Salmaan, Indrajit Sukumar, and Sobhita Dhulipala. The story is about a man named Gopi Krishnan and he becomes a wanted criminal named Sudhakar Kurup. And Indrajit is the cop who's after him and who wants to nab him at all costs. Kurup opens with a quote from the Russian writer Leonid Andreyev, and it says, "There is no beast that's more cruel than man." Now, let's take Nawazuddin Siddiqui and his performance in Raman Raghav and the overall feel of the Raman Raghav movie itself, directed by Anurag Kashyap. Now, this quote fits perfectly in it because the man is a beast. But in this film, there are two things that make this quote redundant. One is Dulquer Salmaan himself. He's such a stylish and charismatic star that it's very hard to think of him as a beast from the outside at least. And we get to the second point. So in order to see the beast in him, we have to get into his inside, that is into his psyche, and the screenplay never lets us inside. In contrast, see Tomachaka, who's simply marvelous as one of Kurup's friend. He is a loose cannon, and in just a few scenes, he gives us what a beast, a man beast would be like. Now, this is a very strange screenplay because I liked one part of it very, very much, and the other part was very problematic for me. So, I'll talk about the problematic part first. The character of Kurup does all kinds of evil things, but he's also a very sensitive man when it comes to his friend, his best friend, played by Sunny Wayne, and his wife, played by Sobhita Dhulipala. So, what makes this guy change from this man? Okay, he was gentle, he was always a bit of a crook because he forged degree certificates and all that kind of things. But those are small crimes. What makes him transform from that to a big time criminal? Also, did he really love his friend? Did he really love his wife? Or were they all expendable relationships? Is he one of those, Charles Sobraj type characters who really cares about nothing and nobody? The screenplay has no answers. Yes, you could make the argument that the screenplay is intentionally so because the man is a mystery and we are not supposed to know much about what's going on in his mind, but that makes it very difficult for us to hold on to a character in a movie. And also, there is one line after he joins the Indian Air Force where he says, "I want to succeed, that is why I'm here." Is that the key line? Is that the thing that we're supposed to meant to hold on to, that this is a man who wants to succeed at all costs and therefore even if it's murder, he's okay with it? So on the one hand, with Kurup, we never see the transformation of a man to a myth. He's almost a mythical criminal. And on the other side, with Indrajit Sukumaran, we never see the transformation of a cop who's just doing his regular job into a cop who's obsessed about finding Kurup. Now, if you look at Zodiac, for instance, the Jake Gyllenhaal character, a reporter, the cartoonist for the newspaper, he is so obsessed about finding the killer that it actually eats into his personal life. Now, we never see that kind of obsession with the Indrajit character. Instead, the film is structured like a series of chases where, Kurup is almost caught but he escapes, and then Kurup is almost caught and then he escapes, and then Kurup is almost caught and then he escapes. And now I come to the part of the screenplay that really, really worked for me. Now, the screenplay goes back and forth in time. In other words, it's a non-linear screenplay, and there are some things that are done super smoothly. Also, this is another really fantastic thing. The story of Kurup is narrated from multiple points of view. So each time an incident happens, you first see a small bit of the incident, then you see the incident a little more fleshed out, and then when we get Kurup's point of view, finally, we see how that incident really, really unfolded in time. For example, from the cop's point of view, we just see that Kurup has escaped, but from Kurup's point of view, we see how he escaped. Kurup is a kind of benchmark for a period movie with Nimish Ravi's cinematography, the art, the costumes, the production design. Everything is done so wonderfully and everything looks so fantastic on screen, or rather the small screen, that I think the last time I saw something so evocative of an era was in Ashum Ahluwalia's film Miss Lovely. Check it out if you haven't. It's a great film. It's very difficult to show a period that without putting quotes around it. That is, without making us feel that a set has been recreated. You should feel that it already exists, and that is what they managed to do in Kurup, and that's simply fantastic. So yes, flaws and all, Kurup is a very stylish, very watchable film, but a deep dive into emotions and motivations would have helped the film a great deal more. So that's it for this review. If you like this review, do subscribe to Film Companion South, and I'll see you soon at the movies.